Hello. Welcome. It's HauntLore time.
Where are we at, Colin?
We are at the Whitney in Detroit, Michigan. Detroit's own haunted mansion. It's broad daylight. The broadest, widest daylight you've ever seen.
12:30 on a Friday.
And it's still maybe the single scariest place I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah. 1894, it was built. And that's all I know. But we got a man on the inside.
For the first time, we have an actual guy at the place we're going who's going to walk us around, tell us the whole story, explain every single detail about every single haunting in this terrifying, gorgeous piece of property. Let's check it out. We are here inside the beautiful entrance of the Whitney with manager Tony.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right.
How are we?
You're a little
Underdressed?
You're a little underdressed.
A little undersleeved, perhaps.
Am I not allowed in here like this?
We'd like you to freshen up a little bit before we take you around this beautiful mansion.
Yeah. Let's see what we can do about that. So, Tony, our purpose here today was to find out about any experiences.
Sure.
You, staff members, anyone, stories, things you've heard from this almost infamous, very old building.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I think it's always best to start with a little bit of history.
Yeah.
Why don't you follow me this way?
By all means.
And
oh wow.
So this is the room that I like to give a little history lesson in, and you'll know why here in a minute. So this was Mr. Whitney's formal dining room. Okay, we've got original Tiffany chandeliers hanging up above, Parisian tapestries on the walls. But like I said, this is his formal dining room, right? Mm-hmm. So this is where he would have business associates, business competitors, dignitaries, and the like in here, right? Mm-hmm. It's also the room, which I find hilarious.
No way.
He kept his own vault.
Oh my God.
So that's the vault.
What did he keep in there?
Gold would be my guess.
Oh my God.
You know, this is pre-FDIC. I just think it's hilarious. It really speaks to kind of the character of the guy that he kept his hidden vault right next to where he was dining.
Yeah.
You know, people would keep it in their study, in their library, their bedroom.
Sure.
This is kind of a funny story. Well, I don't know if funny's the right word for it. So the Mrs. Whitney that designed this home was not the Mrs. Whitney that lived in this home. Okay.
Classic.
Oh, it gets much more classic. Okay. Much more classic. So she actually fell down the stairs of their Girls Point home to her death. Mr. Whitney then married the younger sister within 1 year of the older sister's death. And she was fell.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, in quotes.
David. You dog.
And so the younger sister was actually the one that lived here. Historically speaking, lots of people have quote unquote passed on on this property. And frankly speaking, it's great for business.
Let me ask you this, Tony.
People love the paranormal. Yeah.
How many flowers are still standing tablecloth poles have happened in this room?
Flowers standing tablecloth poles?
You know?
Yeah, no, that doesn't really happen. You've watched a lot of movies.
There
you have.
We could be the first.
You could be the first. Go for it. Give it a go.
No, please don't.
That's real crystal, I can tell. Is that Mr. Whitney himself?
Yeah, that's the man himself. So this is actually kind of a funny story. So the very, very first night that I closed, this clock does not work. Okay, we got it working for maybe about 1.5 years when I was here.
Yeah.
But it takes so much time and winding. It's only 72 hours, so you got to wind it once every 3 days, right? Very first night I'm closing. I'm here by myself. I'm the only person in the building. Okay? I stand on this chair. I go to turn off this lamp right here, which was actually installed by Thomas Edison himself.
What?
Yeah.
This place is.
I touch this here, clock chimes in my face. I jump into that room.
Yeah.
Big Taco Bell dong in your face.
Right in my face.
Unbelievable.
Live no mas.
Yeah, no.
Wait, is that a person or is that a specter?
That is the specter of our gardener Zoe. She's fantastic.
Hey Zoe.
Joey, the garden.
Culturist, I should say. She is much more than a gardener.
The grounds are amazing.
A proverbial Garden of Eden out there.
Yeah.
Outstanding job.
She's real. So that wasn't. that wasn't a ghost.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Are those her AirPods outside?
Can you point out, like, was this stained glass here always there?
It is. That's original to the home. Wow. This is another original Tiffany chandelier.
Wow. Tiffany herself
She installed it.
chandled that later.
Himself.
Oh, excuse me, pardon.
Louis Tiffany Jr.
That's it.
That's what they want you.
So this piece of stained glass is actually one of the stained glass in the home that's not Tiffany.
Okay.
This was done by John Letharge. And it is in honor of all the men in the Whitney family that were in fact knighted by the King and Queen of England dating back to the 13th century.
Wow. So they're an English family of origin?
They are. They can actually date their family actually all the way back to France before the Battle of Hastings.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
So
Charlotte.
sassy.
Yeah.
Are they?
Charlemagne, yeah.
Are the
You're a history
Whitney-
guy. Like it.
Oh, big time.
Are the Whitney family still around?
You know, every once in a while we get somebody that walks in and wants to tell us that you know
for
they're
sure. But officially, there's
they have no relation
The
to the
descendants
property.
of
or
it.
Yeah,
the
because- yeah,
restaurant.
right,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, you know, it's the same Whitney Museum in New York, same family. Eli Whitney was his first cousin.
Oh,
There we
Yeah.
go. That's
Yeah.
there we
it's
go.
all coming together.
Okay, yeah,
all coming
it is.
together, yeah.
It's beautiful.
Look at
from
this.
the outside, scary as
Oh my
hell.
God.
Yeah.
Reaper-esque.
Creepy.
Yeah, very
yeah.
creepy from the outside, but beautiful.
Yeah.
So
Who
these
did-
these came with the house or the fake?
Yeah, the fake
flames?
didn't come with the house. Yeah, that was.
Shame.
This was their main floor with their bedrooms.
Okay. Jesus.
This is my apartment. This
Yeah, right.
hallway is.
They actually had
This
separate
piano is your
bedrooms. His bedroom was over there. Her bedroom was over here.
oh,
But I want to bring it into this room.
well, you got the Sonos Play 5 up there.
right.
That's nice.
Yeah,
We gotta get these.
that is original to
We
the
gotta get these speakers up
The
there.
Sonos is original to the home.
We're
Yes.
big fans. Big Sonos.
Sonos enthusiasts, we'll get you up there. We'll get you our 30% off.
There we go. So this is the most prized piece of stained glass in the entire home.
No kidding.
Yeah. So it is original Tiffany. It's the only known window, but it's a very classic Tiffany design. If you look at it, flip it and turn it into a lampshade, and it is very classic. The circles around the bottom of the lampshade, the flowers. You don't know anything about Tiffany. What are you doing over here?
You think this guy does?
Pathetic. Sad. Are any of these death clocks? Do you know?
What is a death clock?
A death clock was a clock that was very top heavy, similar to this, that was traditionally put above a bed and would fall and would kill people around this time period. And they're antiques, they're collectibles.
Really?
Yeah, I swear.
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not, yeah.
I don't know. Never heard of a death clock. I like that.
Pawn Stars, you know?
Yeah.
They have a couple that are like, oh, this one is from this property that's like blah,
Does it
blah,
got a
blah.
body on it? Because that would.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a body count on
That would
it.
be
I bet you
legit.
Rick's evaluation. Why not? Like,
Yeah.
best I can do is 4 minutes.
So here's another really cool thing. So look at this door, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, not only is it huge, solid wood, and ornate, but it's completely different on both sides,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Good.
Is that a different material or just a different stain?
Just a different stain, different carving. And actually, all of the doors in the house are done that way
Huh.
to match the
Just whatever the
to match whatever room they're in when they're closed.
amazing.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. See, now all the doors match.
That's such a simple
Yeah.
idea. But
Yeah,
you
and I
never
would
see
have
it.
never have thought of it.
That's crazy.
Very cool.
Well, we're going to the place where a lot of activities
Okay.
happen. We're going there next, okay?
Wow. This is, you know, from the outside, obviously huge.
Oh yeah.
Inside, shockingly huge.
Yeah, absolutely. When you live here, you got to have rooms that you have never been in, that you just forget exist. It's so big.
So this is the Ghost Bar.
Caesar.
Caesar.
Nice. Classic. Big J. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows Big J. This is very Kubrick.
Very
Yes.
Kubrick.
Very shiny.
Very
Yeah.
Kubrick, yes. We get that a lot. So this is originally the art gallery.
Oh.
Yeah.
So these pieces are.
No, they are not original. We just hung them back. I got a theory, we don't really know for sure, but I got a theory that a lot of the art and a lot of the furniture that you see in the home came from one estate sale.
Aha.
Because it matches too well.
What?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Kind of ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bargain.
Yeah. All right, but you didn't come here to talk about history. You came here to talk about paranormal. So let's tell you a story. Why don't we come this way here real quick?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Oh, that is a scary statue.
So when I first started here, me and one of the other closing managers would move that statue around.
Oh, no kidding.
I told you, I knew it. I got a vibe that it had been tampered with.
And just like put them in a corner somewhere. So you'd be walking through at the end and it'd be all dark and you'd just kind of come out of nowhere.
Oh my
just
God.
like spun around, looking at different
Right.
That's good.
But I want to take you into this room because I want to show you something. Okay, this, we don't know what this room was originally used for.
Okay.
But I want to show you the back side of this door
All that.
so that you can see
Yeah.
that it is screwed shut.
Yeah.
Okay, see that this door is screwed shut?
Yeah.
All right, now, a lady comes in, middle of the day, middle of the week, okay, it's happy hour. She sits down right here at this stool, orders a drink. Takes a couple sips of her drink, she goes into the restroom, she's in there for about a minute and a half, comes back out, stands here, asks for a glass of water. Bartender brings her a glass of water. She then re-enters the restroom, okay? She's in the restroom for about 12 to 15 minutes. She comes back out, sits back down to her drink, okay? She's enjoying her beverage. Bartender comes up to her and says, are you enjoying yourself? She says, everything is fantastic, and your bathroom attendant is lovely. Now, we do not employ a bathroom attendant. So, Alex, the bartender at the time, says to her, I apologize. You must have been talking to another guest. We don't employ a bathroom attendant.
I love that he was like, hey, idiot. We don't fucking have one. Wow.
So she gets up. She goes back into the restroom. She immediately exits the restroom. She stands right here. She's talking to Alex. Says, well, where did she go? Yeah, and Alex looks at her being slightly sarcastic, that most service industry people are, and says, I don't know, maybe you saw a ghost. Now, said atheist lady does not only not believe in God, let alone does not believe in ghosts.
Sure.
Okay? Takes this very, very offensively.
Oh.
Okay? They get into a heated argument. Now, I don't know any of this, by the way. I don't know any of this. So I'm running around, I'm doing a couple of things. I walk past the host stand, and the host stops me, says, hey, we got enough set guests in the bar, they need you up there, right? So I straighten my tie. All right, who wants what for free? Here we go, right? And I come walking up the stairs. So I come up and I see a lady.
Floating, kind of see-through.
Yeah, floating, that would have been a giveaway.
I saw someone in the
But no, she's standing here, very well put together. Probably early 30s, okay? Blue woman's suit, so a blazer, slacks.
Nice.
Pinstripe, lighter blue silk blouse underneath, okay? Hair kind of pulled back, but not tight, but out of her face, looking like she just came out of a board meeting somewhere.
a sane outfit.
Yeah.
Right, just a very sane
absolutely
outfit.
level-headed outfit.
Right,
I got it.
exactly, okay?
Absolutely.
And she says, this isn't funny. You guys sneaking people around through hidden doors trying to scare your guests. And so I say, I apologize, miss. I seem to not fully be aware of what's going on. Why don't you start from the beginning and tell me the story? So she tells me the story. And the whole time, she's very articulate about it. She knows she saw somebody. She knows she talked to somebody.
She didn't seem inebriated
She didn't seem inebriated in any way.
She only had a few sips.
Yeah, right? And,
but who knows? Those board meetings
clearly
get
went
crazy.
right through. So.
So she seems all there. She's very well put together, right?
Yeah.
And okay, excuse me, miss. I apologize. Here's all I can really tell you. As the manager of this restaurant, I don't know who you talked to, who you didn't talk to, who you saw, who you didn't see. The only thing that I, as the manager of this restaurant, can promise you standing here is that we are not sneaking people through hidden doors in an attempt to scare you. That's the only thing that I can promise you 100%.
Yeah.
How would that benefit you
It's not
in any
Fright
way?
Fest or something.
Right.
Like,
She leaves and goes, don't go there.
yeah.
It doesn't help you.
It's not Hollywood
It's not,
horror
right.
nights.
No,
you know?
right.
It's-
Yeah, the place is haunted. You gotta go.
Yeah, right.
Use that
Exactly.
bathroom.
Yeah. Okay.
So she's not convinced, right? So she brings me into the bathroom.
Oh, here we go.
We're going into the bathroom. Close the door, it's important.
Okay.
Okay.
She makes me open up this closet door. I open up the closet door, nothing in here but some old HVAC.
And it doesn't even open all the way.
Yeah, well, there's more vent behind it.
Yeah, it's
Okay?
just like a maintenance closet.
All right,
Whatever.
Classic closet.
she comes over here. She sees this door, said door that I show you was screwed shut on the other side. She sees this door, and to my dismay, she can't open it. right? She's convinced this is the door. I go, miss, I don't know what to tell you. That door is screwed shut on the other side. I'm happy to go show you the screws. She, I kid you not, comes over here, kneels down, and pounds on the back of the fireplace.
No kidding. So this person, regardless of what happened, is convinced.
She knows for a fact
that we've done this, that she had a conversation with somebody in this room, okay, that is no longer in the room. She didn't see leave the room. She's convinced she would have seen this person leave the room because she's sitting at the end of the bar, right? And the whole time I'm trying to convince this thing, right, leave. She's downstairs.
Yeah.
She's at a table.
Yeah, right. You
She's
just
having
didn't see
dinner.
her. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She probably took a history tour. That's how she knows. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people know a lot of the history. No, I would have seen her leave. No, I would have seen her leave. Eventually, you could see she had like a moment where her reality went upside down.
anger to fear.
To confusion, to complete disbelief, and so she sits down right here where she said she was sitting.
Okay.
And the bathroom attendant was sitting here, and she just sits down and she just starts sobbing hysterically.
Really? And you're just standing.
And I'm just standing here. And here's the part about it that to this point still gives me goosebumps.
Yeah.
What was sitting on this table?
Glass of water.
An empty glass of water.
Oh my God.
Had it been a full glass of water, I'd have chalked up to crazy right away. I'd be like, all right, she's off her meds. Yeah, she looks put together. But it was an empty water glass that was sitting there. So I'm full.
Any kind of marks or anything?
No
on
lipstick,
it?
no anything like
no
that.
lipstick, right?
You know, I mean, I didn't look at it that hard.
Yeah,
you know
sure,
what
for
I'm
sure,
saying?
yeah.
Do you still have it?
I don't.
9 years
I
later.
don't. That's,
We could have sent it to the lab.
Shot.
So,
Gross lab.
So yeah, follow me.
Absolutely.
All right,
You mind if while we're in here,
No.
we try to communicate with whatever could be living here? What's good?
Yeah.
If you're in here, lovely bathroom attendant, say something cool. Let's get the fuck out of that.
So I come up with a plan to convince this lady, right? So we've got surveillance cameras throughout the whole house.
Ah.
Okay, yeah, now, so here's the deal. So we've recently updated.
Good model.
Okay, it's a good model. Well, at the time, we had these old school looking ones.
Not so good.
Not so good, right?
Just old.
Yeah, just old. We had two of them, both of which show that door. Now, of course, we don't have any cameras in the restroom. It's not like
course.
creepy. It's illegal. Right?
But you
This is a
can
legit
tell
place,
if
a
someone's
legit
leaving.
I
operation.
could tell if somebody's. Yes, you can tell if somebody's coming or going.
Right.
Right? Because they both show that door. So I'm like, all right, lady, come on, follow me, right? So this is Command Central.
This is it.
This is my.
Yeah. So I bring her down in here.
Okay, so let's see here. Is this the angle?
We need to get you.
Because you had the old camera.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So I bring her in here. We fast forward, rewind, and all you see, she immediately leaves the restroom. Her and the bartender have a conversation at the end of the bar that turns heated. 45 seconds later, you see me come walking up into the bar.
Wow.
And me and her have a conversation. We then re-enter the restroom, and at no time during that.
And then it's Back to the Future.
Yeah.
And you just reconvene.
Yeah.
Wow.
And at no time during that do you see anybody enter or exit the restroom.
Wow. So what's your take on it?
Are you a skeptic?
So,
Can you be working here?
I will say this. I was a skeptic when I first started working here.
We got one.
Am I a true believer? You know that? Until I sit down and have an old fashioned with a ghost. You
Yeah,
know
right,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? But there's definitely some things here that my rational brain cannot rationalize away.
Okay.
You know?
It's huge.
Yeah.
So I got something else to show you.
Please. Oh, this is the best.
Carriage house.
Yeah.
Carriage house.
Welcome. All right, so
Oh, this smells
Oh,
haunted.
come on.
yeah, it smells haunted. So
This
it's
is ancient.
it's a little full of stuff at the moment. It's kind of
Storage,
turned into
whatever. Yeah,
turned into where all the lost children go to die type place.
I can smell that.
Yeah,
So
that
yeah, so
smells
if you come back here, you can smell that.
Yeah.
We got the original stables back here.
Wow.
Horses. Kind of a modern day horse right here.
That's one of them mechanical horses.
It smells
Haunted.
inhabited
Yeah.
by a specter or
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
I'm not.
The ectoplasm is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of ectoplasm,
Speaking of ectoplasm.
you ever seen any kind of ooze?
Slimer has not jumped out of anything.
Anything? No kind of ooze or?
No ooze. No oozing.
So you've heard it here.
One of the things we read, or I read, was that an old man was seen from a window.
Yes.
And then was asked to leave and went to the floor.
Oh.
Oh,
That was on the Wikipedia.
interesting.
You ever read the Whitney Wikipedia?
I have not. I probably should.
Nah.
It's probably something I should do.
They're lying about you on there.
They're lying about me on there.
That's the problem with Wikipedia.
But let's show you the tea set. Let's show you the tea set.
set.
Chip, Mrs. Potts.
This is
scary.
Occupado.
Occupado? All right.
No. Oh man.
Tony, you should
God,
have.
Tony.
So this is where it gets creepy.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So
YOLO.
Oh.
the vast majority of the EVPs up here, kind of to your mic thing in the bathroom,
Sure.
right? That we get are actually children.
Oh, fuck me.
And we get them in here, okay? So we've got paranormal groups. We've got an in-house paranormal group, Midwest Parafest, that comes through. They took over for some very, very good friends of mine, the Haunt Investigators of Michigan, and they've all have gotten a lot of EVPs, children up here.
Just take a look in there.
Oh yeah, do that before.
Just take a look. Get his reaction. Just take a look. It is. I don't like.
Oh no.
Keep going. Keep going. Oh no. That is no good in there. Tony, tell us about this room.
So this is the infamous Whitney tea set.
Holy hell.
Okay.
Right here.
Yes. It's not the original tea set. We'll get to why that is here in a minute.
It's giving me the CBD.
So the story goes, Mr. Whitney's daughter, Grace, loved to sit here and have afternoon tea and look out this window and watching the horses run around in the fields. That was like her thing. Okay?
TV.
And none of the kids actually lived on this property. They were all full grown by the time the Whitneys moved in here. Okay? So Mr. Whitney told his staff to always make sure that you have a tea set ready to go for Grace at her favorite spot in the window.
Perfect.
Okay?
What a guy. That's a loving father.
That's a nice
What a guy,
That's nice.
right? So he passes away in 1900, okay? Grace doesn't get back she was in Europe at the time, doesn't get back from Europe for about 3 months after his passing, okay? She comes up here, tea set, of course, is still set. She sits down in the chair, starts sobbing hysterically, okay? She tells the staff, clean up the tea set, it's just too much emotional for me.
I'm done.
I can't handle the tea set, right? So the staff cleans up the tea set, okay? And then in the house, all this weird stuff started to happen with the china. They would find it out on a table. They'd find a teacup in the kitchen.
Okay.
They would find stuff broken. And one of the staff members started to think, hey, maybe David Whitney's a little upset in the afterlife that we cleaned up his tea set that he always had set for his daughter. So the staff member came up here, reset up the tea set, and all the weird stuff in the house stopped.
Could I touch the teacup?
Go for it.
You have the CBGBs and you want to touch them?
I'm doing research here.
Okay.
Quite dirty.
Yeah, probably used for tea. That's
We did.
scary.
Yeah, what's
All
up there?
of
Oh, this is actually kind of cool. So we'll give you a little rundown here. So,
Whoa.
you see this giant contraption right here?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
All right, we'll take you back downstairs and I'll show you what it is.
Okay.
If anything or anyone is with us now, say what's up.
You want to do the shave and a haircut? Because they have gotten it.
Oh, yeah. I kind of do it on the table.
Go for it.
All right, ready?
All right, so look up.
Yeah.
Oh.
You see that door?
Yeah.
That big door right there?
Yeah, okay.
So this is crazy, okay? This is actually a carriage elevator.
Gangster.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
gangster.
pretty gangster.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll give you that. And so whenever he would have a party over his house, when there were too many carriages that he could fit in the garage.
Put it in the
Slip them up.
He put them up in the attic of the carriage house.
He couldn't wait to use that. He was like, no, use my elevator.
I'll park on the street.
No, use my elevator.
Now, was it horse-drawn or was it electric?
It was hydraulic.
Hydraulic. Is there a river?
We're in Detroit, brother.
Do you know what hydro?
The Motor City.
Yeah, but I know, but what was powering it?
It was probably electric-powered hydraulics.
Okay.
Gangster.
So this is a funny story. You know how you asked me before if Whitney's ever come around?
Yeah.
So we had a lady who claimed to be the widow of like the great-grandson or something like that. Okay. And claimed that she met the man himself.
Wait a minute now.
Okay.
Great-grandfather. I mean, I guess it's possible.
Not possible.
Okay.
Not possible.
Alrighty. Yeah, because when did he die? 1917?
No, he died in 1900.
1900.
Okay.
And this was in 2000 something?
Yeah, come on.
Okay. Perfect, right?
Yeah, that adds.
And she claimed that the way that the elevator in the house moved, because it was the first residential elevator in the house, that there was a horse in the basement that would spin a wheel and to go one way, and then if you wanted to go the other way, you had to unhook the horse and turn it around.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Please.
So that was a good one.
It'd be dope.
Well, that's our fountain.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous fountain.
Gorgeous outside of the building here.
It's so nice out here. You do a lot of weddings and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
What people like about this is because you can have a beautiful wedding, ceremony and reception in the same location.
Love that.
We do a lot of the ceremonies back there by the fountain.
And what's crazy is, again, the magic space right there.
So we've got these two beautiful pieces of art here done by the Nordine brothers. But this is really cool because not only is it a lovely piece of art, it's functional.
Swing.
That's a blast.
Is that a blast?
Doesn't have to be
spins
scary.
too. That's a good swing.
You know, this is the that's the wedding shot right there.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
For my bride to be.
Come on.
Yeah. Can we please scoot your ass over?
I don't know what my weight limit is.
I won't sit all the way.
Oh, you're good. You're fine.
Love you so much. All right.
That is fun.
All right. So now this is actually really cool.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite architectural tweaks.
Oh, give it to
this
me.
Property, okay? So at the Whitney, you're walking up the front steps to the front door. Someone's always watching you arrive.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, hello.
See that?
And
All
it's
right?
not wow, that's
And if you-
asymmetrical.
And if you come around here, someone's watching you leave.
Children of the forest.
He looks much more nervous to see you go.
Wow. Cool. Excellent.
CBGBs.
And this was designed by
Albert Wright.
I think so. I think that's right. I had read it
Wright
40
brothers.
minutes ago. I should know it's
Copyright brothers.
Same guy.
same guys. Architects, pilots.
Planes.
Amazing.
All right, let's go.
And here we
Oh,
are.
look at this. Beautiful.
Back.
Yeah, I broke all that.
You did. You broke all those.
First ever to break the rules. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Yeah,
This was unbelievable.
This is perfect. Ideal.
Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Thank
I'll
you
be
for
back.
You'll be back.
I'll renew my vows here.
Yeah, you're gonna put on a real shirt when you come
I
back.
swear
yeah?
to God I will. Now I gotta buy a real shirt. Unbelievable.
But we do got one last thing for you.
Please.
So our house specialty is beef Wellington.
I've always wanted one.
If you want to go grab a seat at a table in there, let me go check with my chefs, see if they got those prepared for you yet. Outstanding. And I'll be over in a second, okay?
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Whitney.
It's the best day of my life.
But there's usually like a thing that makes the trip.
Here we are.
Wow.
Wow. That looks.
Oh,
Little cognac cream for you.
Please.
Huh?
All right, dude. This looks out.
It's the greatest day of my
A
life.
little cognac cream for you as well.
Do it.
This has been HauntLore, the Whitney, Detroit, Michigan.
Part 4, isn't it?
Yeah, we're killing it. We're doing so good.
Ready? Ready?
Wow. Might as well hang it up after today.
Yeah, that is excellent. Come to the Whitney. Get the Wellington. The Whitnington.
Come see our buddy Tony. He'll scare the shit out of you. And then he'll fill your belly full of delicious stuff. Thank you for watching. HauntLore's out.
Bye.
Bye. This is incredible.
It's actually really good.
That was good.
That was good for a first go, yeah.
Can I get a picture with the two of you?
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
Are you kidding me?